Hey there, everybody! Welcome back! And, ooh, got some birdies flying over. Ooh. So, as you can see, I have early access to the Plains and the Prairies DLC. So I'm going to show that off first thing. There's not a lot to show, but as you can see, there's quite a few pieces of equipment, different configurations and stuff. We'll get into that in just a sec. There is an update now available. I don't think it's available on the Mod 4 Switcher yet. I'm still waiting on a reply from Mr. Dashnet regarding that. But for those who want to grab it now, hang on, update 12. There we go. Yeah, there is the separate download link for anybody. So we're just going to show this off very, very quickly. Where did I put it there? So what's actually being updated? By the way, hello there, Farmer Marks, Mr. Dead Soul, Tony Truck, Hectate, Don B here, welcome in everybody else as well, and Ghost DK. So yeah, for PB Rivers Remastered, obviously update 12 is now available with that little link there. Let me just pin that in chat for you guys. There we go. And what I will do is I'm going to copy that and I'll pop that over onto YouTube as well for anybody who wants it. Let me grab that, and what it should do is should show MediaFire link where you can then download it. And how's it going, Mr. Jers? Welcome in. Thank you very much for the T-Rex roar. So let me just sort this out quickly. There we go. I know some people like to pop in and check things out. There we go. So there's that. So yeah, so what's being fixed basically? The composter and the solder maker, the standalone ones. Two of the triggers were broken with 1.8. Obviously they now are fixed and working again, so that will help a lot of people out. Obviously, things that are new is obviously T Miller's Model Factory, and obviously JD Fans Extended Wood Factories pack is now in the mod pack as well. Obviously, with that, I've also added into the Barrel Logistics, so all those products that are in all those factories are now available to be stored in Barrel Logistics, hence that update as well. So just a little one, but it gives you a little something to play around with at least if you've got it already. But yeah, there we go. Obviously, I'm just waiting on Mr. Dashnet at the minute to reply to say that the mod force switcher is updated. You can always tell when Shawnee's around because, yep, he comes in with a mega fire. How you doing, buddy? Let me sort that screen out. There we go. So, yep, there we go. So that is obviously the update for this week anyway. So yeah, enjoy it. So obviously we are going to be checking out the Plains and Prairies DLC, which will be released on Tuesday. So yeah, so it's not bad. So in total there's 21 pieces of equipment. As you can see, it's all laid out for you in front of me. Isn't that kind of cool? Quite like a couple of things I do quite like the look of is this trailer right here. And probably the fence out of it. I may be using the air seeder, I don't know yet, and the planter. But yeah, so if you haven't seen any of the information yet, I was going to do the fact sheets as well, but I thought,
Billy is a nuisance.
what's the point?
He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
Hey, Gary Paul, how you doing? Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. That felt good. I bet it did. Oh yeah, releasing the wind is great. But But yeah, so what are you actually getting? So obviously coming to this store, the easiest way to find it is obviously come into mods and DLCs, and it's right going to be here, Plains and Prairies pack. So we're coming to here, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 21 pieces of equipment in total. Also, we've covered a lot of it in the fact sheets, so it's nothing, and obviously we've shown some of it off as well before. But yeah, it's not too bad actually. So, obviously, started off with getting a V7 front loader arm. It is what it is. It's a versatile V7. Obviously, weight-wise, 760 kilos, and obviously will do up to 140 horsepower tractor. So I think it's more designed for the tractors that are coming in the pack. In particular, this guy right here, the Nemesis by Versatile. Obviously, with this, obviously we'll go through each of them, show off all the configurations for it, so you guys can get an idea of what is going to be coming. So obviously, start off with engine-wise, we're going from a 195 horsepower. We've got a 215, 220, and that's it. So it goes all the way up to like 220 horsepower, which isn't too bad. Not too bad. Obviously, tyre-wise, we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Verdestein, BKT, and then back to Trelleborg. Obviously, each one will have different configurations. So you got your medium, your wide, so on and so forth. Narrows, twin narrows, front, back, and all that. So there's a whole variety of different tire you could try out. Obviously, it does come with a 3-point or no 3-point, but it also comes with a front additional weights if you want. So you can all go right up to, what's that, 360s. You've got to go any higher, 400. So 400 kilos is going to be the highest you can go on that front one. Cute little tractor indeed. Obviously you can have it with or without the versatile quickie, as I call it, which is for your front load attacher. But this pack is also all compatible with precision farming as well. So you can add in the Iseria Pro Compact onto it, so you get the little scanners on your mirrors as like all the other vehicles. And obviously you can customize your license plate as well. So not bad. So going on from there, going up to its bigger brother, which is obviously going to be the versatile MFWD. Obviously, oh, by the way, I meant to say is obviously 182,500 base just for that Nemesis, by the way. Obviously, we're going on to this one now, which is going to be base of 259,500. Obviously, once you start adding more configurations in, and so on and so forth, it's going to cost you more, so bear that one in mind like anything really. Hey, Mr. Culp, how you doing? And PJ, welcome in, guys. And yeah, I got a little bit sidetracked, and yes, I haven't done nothing yet, have I? Let me give some shout-outs. So, also we've got Mr. Culp there. If you guys are not following Mr. Culp, make sure you click on the link, give him a follow. Hey, Rose Army 1996, how you doing? And Mr. Fittest. So there's one there for PJ. We'll give one for Farmer Marks. And I think that's everybody so far. So yeah, to get back to the deals. Yeah, if you guys are not following any of those guys, make sure to click on the links, give them a follow. Yeah, so carrying on, obviously we've got the MFWD. Obviously this is going to range from 275, which is the 300 horsepower. You've got 320, 340. Oh, let me sort my microphone out. 370, 400, yeah, so it goes from 300 to basically 400 on the horsepower. Obviously, it's going to have all your favorite tire brands and different configurations. So twins, narrows. I kind of like these doubles. These are quite nice little tractors. Obviously, this will come with obviously a front weight if you want to, or you can remove it. Obviously, front weights minimum 120 kilos up to 550, so not bad. Attachment wise, you can obviously have Euro or US as usual, and like I said before, obviously it does have the precision farming option as well if you're running that, so not bad. We'll get into looking at them actual in the game in just a minute, but yeah, hey there. But yeah, hopefully you guys had a great last couple of days, by the way. And you're very welcome. So going on from that, we've got the Ford 976 Versatile, starting off at 133,000 for this guy. It's simple. It's yeah, it's a tractor. It is a pivot as well, by the way. So if you don't like pivot tractors, where they have the H in the middle. Maybe something you want to stay away from. But same thing again. So you got all your different tire brands. Obviously, you do have different wheel setups. So you got twins, narrows, all that fun stuff. Obviously, just go through each. But I do like the Nokians. They're kind of nice tread. Obviously, front weight. Obviously, you can have it without, or you can have it with, which actually just adds it under here. So that's going for what, 300, 900, 1300 kilos on the front weight there. You can have an additional weight on the back, I believe this one is. Yeah, right here, and as you can see. So that goes from 400, 1000 kilos, 1600, 2200, and nothing. So yeah, that is quite a hefty weight, I guess. And obviously, like I said before, it's precision farming ready as well. So it is what it is. It's a tractor. Obviously, the next one is going to be the Versatile 976, which is basically the same as this, configuration-wise, but it's the Versatile brand rather than the Ford. Everything else is the same as previously. And obviously, one thing to point out is obviously this is a manual, and it will go up to at least 20 kilometers per hour, or what's 20? I'm not quite sure what the miles per hour. Maybe what, about 32, something like that. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, carry on from there. We're going up to the Ford 1156, which is basically the Versatile, but a Ford brand, as you can see. Same thing again. It's a slightly bigger tractor, this one is. Obviously, 470 horsepower. Wheels, all the same thing again. So you got your wides, your twins, even some triple. I never mentioned this before, but yeah, some of these vehicles do have triple wheels as well. Obviously, this will allow you better grip when you're actually doing your planting and your ploughing and stuff. So bear that one in mind when you're going through. But obviously, you do have additional weight, which only goes onto the front. Oh no, this one's the back on this one, right there. Oops. So yeah, not bad. Not bad for the. I think it'd be fine for maybe a starter vehicle. If you're just starting out a farm, something like that, it might be quite nice for a large tractor. Or if you want to go for a bit more of an old classic, that's kind of the whole feeling to this pack, really. If you look at it, it's very old looking equipment. Obviously, same configurations on that. I'm not going to show that because we've ever seen this, the Ford version. Obviously, we're going on to the Big Roy now, which is obviously the Versatile 1080. Obviously, this is a 600 horsepower tractor. It's a beast. It's got 8 wheels. It is a pivot, by the way, in the middle there. But it's a beast. This thing, I think this thing is like a beast. There's no configurations. You can't change the tires or anything like that. It is what it is. But it will allow you, if you've got precision farming, to add in the Iseria Pro compact there. Not much to really say. 219 grand. Okay. Good on from there. Actually, this one I think is going to be quite useful for a lot of people who want a bigger tractor, who don't want to stick with a case and New Holland and such. Obviously, this is the Versatile Delta Track, starting off at 495,500. In here we do have some different engine setups. So we start off with 583 horsepower. Tri-6 is better, probably, but it's not officially in the game. That's the thing. These are officially being added into the game. Plus that one, I did download that Tri-6 that's out there, and it had so many freaking warnings and errors. I thought, okay, nope, not interested. I would have loved to Giants do a large tractor DLC, and it has like the Tri-6 in it, or a Fendt DLC or something like that. I think that would be very, very cool, and actually have it officially through the mod hub or as a DLC. But yeah, going on for this anyway, because this is what we were covering. We're doing the fence. So yeah, we start off with the Delta Track 530 DT, which is a 583 horsepower engine to start off with. Obviously, you can go up to 638, 665. So yeah, 665 horsepower is the max on this guy. Wheel-wise, obviously you got the crawler track right there. You also have the broad version. So thin or thick, and obviously that once again you do have the Iseria there as well. So yep, very simple configurations to that. Not too bad. And then obviously that's basically, there's one, well, two other pieces of equipment I'm going to just show quickly. So the next one, this is one I am waiting for, is obviously the Fendt Regator 900. Now this will do solid fertilizer spreading, liquid fertilizer spreading, and your herbicide right there, as you see. I was hoping it'd do lime, but it didn't. Obviously, we do have some configurations, and I'm going to just temporarily do away with that fish, just so people can see it properly. Let me get rid of that for the minute, and let me get rid of that. There we go. So yeah, this is one thing I have been waiting for. I know there's a lot of mods out there already very similar to this, but I think this is going to be quite nice. Obviously, this is coming officially from Giant, so why the heck not use it if you've got the Season 1 pass? But yeah, we've got, this is obviously the liquid options we've got right here. So this will do your liquid fertilizer and herbicide. There is obviously this tank right here, which will do your solid fertilizer. And then obviously you got this version, I'm pretty sure is for your solid fertilizer spreading, but it comes out at a slightly wider spread, should we say? So yeah, so you got three of them, different configurations. Obviously engine-wise, you're going from 315 all the way up to 365, so there's a quite engine jump there, so yep. Wheel-wise, obviously all the usual brands as previously. Obviously quite limited on which ones are being added. Obviously the only one that really has any configurations is obviously the Trelleborg, which has narrows, wides. That's about it really. Tank-wise, you can change the capacity on this guy. So you can go from 1100 gallons up to 1300 gallons. And obviously the work width can go from 27 meters up to 40 meters. So a fair spread, I'd say that is. Obviously you can add in obviously all the usual things, so like your Zaria Pro, your weed spot spraying, and your pulse modular width thing. So yeah, I like this. I do like this. I'm probably going to purchase one at some point on my farm, or even replace the ones that I've got with this to give it a try out properly. The only other vehicle that comes in this is obviously the International LT series here, which is another truck for you guys. So if you like these style trucks, then it might be definitely well worth getting it. Obviously, it's got a day cab configuration. Obviously, you got your high-rise sleeper, and you got a sky-rise sleeper. So three different types. Obviously, engine-wise, you're starting off at 370 horsepower, and obviously with the biggest, you're going up to 515 horsepower engine. Obviously, you got lots of different configurations. I can see you got an aero part, which is probably yep the bit on top there. So if you don't like it, you can get rid of it if you really want to. Obviously, bumper you could have painted, or you can have a plastic version. It's this bit right down here. Obviously, you can have it with or without those front mirrors if you wanted to. And also that sun shield, which is right here, can be with or without. So very customizable, which isn't too bad. And obviously color-wise, you can go with the full selection should say, including customize it if you really want to. So if you want a nice pink one, there you go. And also it does have your limited on your rims. So if you want chrome, you got silver, you got white, and you got black. Let's go with a bit of black. So there we go. That's not too bad. Just out of interest, let's have a look. See. Oh, look at that. That's quite nice. So you got a nice bed in the back there. So if you want to get your head down, you're more than welcome to, while you're waiting on your farmer. Or you got the bigger one where you can actually stand up in it. That's quite a beast. See, I don't know about this personally, being on a farm. I could see this more being used in American Truck Simulator rather than Farming Simulator, but it's being added anyway. So that's all the vehicles. So obviously you're getting into seeders, planters, stuff like that now. So we're going to start off with the Seedhawk 84. Obviously this is going to get you, what, 312,500. So there's no configurations to it. Obviously weight-wise, you're looking at 16.1 tons. You're going to need a big old tractor of 550 horsepower minimum to pull this thing. Obviously, work width is 25.6 meters, so that's not bad. That's a pretty good work width for sure. Obviously, this is a seeder at the end of the day, so it's going to do everything within that seed category. Obviously, work speed should say, is 12 kilometers per hour, and obviously this will hook on to the next thing, which is going to be this guy right here, which is the Vadestad PD 1000. And just so you guys are aware, Mr. Dashnet just right now messaged me saying that the mod folder switcher is now updated with update 12. So if you guys got the mod folder switcher, you just click on the options button and download the update that way. Or you can just grab it from the link up above in chat. But yeah, carry on. Let me just say a big thank you to him. There we go. So yeah, the PD 1000. So obviously this is going to hold your seed and your solid fertilizer. For those who have used seed hawks and stuff like this before, you'll know exactly how this works. Basically the seeder unit goes on the front here, this goes on the back, and then you fill seed in the front, fertilizer into the back. Obviously wheel-wise, you've got your standard and your rear twins. That's about it. It's simple. It does hold 35,315 litres of product. Obviously, that's split between the two, which we'll get to in a little while. So it is what it is. Obviously, that is going to cost you, let's see, so 312,500 for the actual Seed Hawk. Then you're going to need, obviously, double it. So 345,500 for just that back piece. So you're looking at what, 650, say 660 to buy both of them plus a tractor, so it gets quite expensive at this point. But I think with having something such big work with, it's probably going to be worth it on those bigger maps. I don't think it'd be worth it on those small maps like base game ones, but yeah, why not? But yeah, moving on. Obviously, that is the seeder side of things. Obviously, we do have a planter that comes in with this. It's a little bit smaller. It does a little bit less, but it is what it is. Obviously, this is limited to the planter category. Obviously, this is the Vadstad Tempo K24. Obviously, 290,000 for this guy. No configuration, so it is what it is. Obviously, 11,000 litre capacity. Obviously, that is going to be seed and liquid fertilizer that goes into this, by the way. I believe it's seed in the back one and then the liquid fert in there. Obviously, work width is 18 meters. It will go up to 20 kilometers per hour, but you will need a 365 horsepower tractor to pull this guy. It's quite a nice little thing. I like it. It's cute. I'm actually considering replacing my seeders and planter with these. Just give them a try on PV Rivers, see how they get on. Going on from there, we'll get back to this guy in a minute, but we do have this guy right here, which is a solid fertilizer spreader. This is one thing I was kind of hoping the line would be in there, but it's not. May have to do a little edit to the game to add it in though. But yeah, this is kind of a cool one. Obviously, 18,700 litre capacity. Obviously, you will need 360 horsepower to use this. It does have a 22 meter work width. Obviously, with this boom out, that is how wide it is. Obviously, it's going to be 22 kilometers per hour when fertilizing. It's kind of cool, nice little thing. I would have loved to. This is one thing I don't get: is why do Giants not add color options into their equipment when they're adding in DLC? I think it'd be kind of cool if it could. But it is what it is. Obviously, it does solve the fertilizer. Eh. Going on. Obviously, we've got a cultivator right here, or disc harrow as they call it. 18 meters, excuse me, 600 horsepower. So you are going to need one of those big, beefy tractors to pull this thing. 18 meter work width, 19 kilometers per hour. So yeah, it is what it is. No configurations really, but it would be nice if we had maybe color options. Would it be hard, Giants? Going on from there, yeah, we might as well show it. So we've got the Brent there, auger wagon, obviously 88 metric cube squares, what you want to call it. So 88,000 litres. So I think that's a little bit bigger than the one I'm actually using at the minute. I think it's 74, which is base game one. Obviously 17.7 tons. I guess that's as it is right now. Obviously, once it starts to get filled up with product, it's going to weigh a lot more. But you are going to need at least a 500 horsepower tractor to pull this thing. I would go with something a lot bigger because obviously you're going to have seed or whatever going in there. And obviously it is quite limited on colours. So we got a blue, we got a green, we got a grey and a red. Let's go with that green one. Okay. Very simple in all honesty. I think I still prefer the one that is in the game, but okay. So that's that then. Obviously going on, we've got these three right here, which is your slurry tankers. So you got your transport tanker, this one right here. You fill it up with your slurry and you digest it, and you can take it to the side of the field. Obviously with this, it does have your simple rim configurations there. Nothing spectacular. It is what it is. 39.8 thousand litres of product, and obviously it goes onto the back of a truck. Obviously these two actually go on the field itself, and they actually spread the slurry and digestate. So we've got the small one right here. This has got a few configurations. So we do have obviously brand for your wheels right there. They can go through. Let's go with the Vadstad for the minute, or Vadstein should say. Obviously you can have standard, you can have standard 2, you can have, yeah, okay, very simple. Actually, just out of interest, it doesn't have the knock-in. Ah, not fair. Attacher-wise, now this is interesting. So you can have it as a US attacher on the front. Hey KW, how you doing, bud? But you can also have the the EU version. So yeah, depending on your tractor, you can actually customize this a little bit more. And also you can add in the John Deere manure sensor on top as well, which goes right there. Obviously we do have rim colors, which is fully customizable as you can see. So if you want a bit of a funkier color, we'll go with a bit of my chromey red. That's not bad. Now why can't they add that into the tank as well? Obviously this is 21.8 thousand litres of product, or 16 meter work width. Obviously it comes out of these bits right at the back. And obviously, yeah, 16 kilometers per hour. So not bad. Not bad. So we've got that. Obviously the bigger brother to that is this guy right here. So same sort of configurations. Obviously you've got your different wheels there. Obviously you can have your US and your EU attachment right there. Sorry, I thought something else changed there for a minute, but it wasn't. Obviously manure sensor, yes or no if you've got precision farming. And obviously rim color. Obviously this is obviously being slightly bigger, 35,900 liters of product, 16 meter work width, obviously 16 kilometer work speed. Sorry, I was just thinking about something kind of crazy. Yeah, but I don't know. Why can't Giants add colors into these things? I'm sure some of these get colorized in real life, but why can't they add it in the game? Oh well. And then so that's that. That's that. We've covered all that. The final thing, and this is one thing that did pique my interest, is this live bottom rear lift trailer. It's an interesting one. Obviously, this is set to bulk, so it will carry anything and everything. Obviously, in here it looks very simple configurations. Obviously, you got your main color. We'll go with a little bit of red, which is going to colorize like your frame. And then also you do have your rim colors right there. I can't wait till this comes out in the next game where we can actually really edit it a little bit more. Get like a cover and the side colorable as well. It is what it is. Obviously 36,400,000 litres. Not bad. Capacity wise. And obviously this is very interesting. Hey Ben, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, so that's everything that's going to be coming with the DLC on Tuesday. So if you haven't actually seen it, there we go. So let's drop down. and we'll have a little look at everything. So, starting out with the small little Vadestad tractor. Obviously, I've got it hooked up here to the front loader. Looks kind of nice, little simple little thing. The only thing that puts me off is these little bars that are coming out. Yeah, I almost feel like if I'm going along the road, if it was in real life, I could take somebody's knees out or something. But we jump inside, obviously sound-wise, seems okay. Hopefully it sounds alright for you guys. I could just up the game a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, it's very simple. Inside, okay, it just looks like a tractor. We've got some knobs, we've got some buttons to press, we've got a bit of Giants FM playing on the radio, which has been muted obviously for copyright reasons. Yep. So, obviously we can go back, we can go forward. It is what it is. There's nothing really spectacular about it. So you can lift the front up there and down. There we go. Actually, I should really use my joystick. There we go. As you would normally. So yeah, it is what it is. Going on to the one next door. Obviously, this one I added in the twins onto this guy. Nice sound, to be honest. Simple. Just ticking over quite nicely. And it's okay, it's not this one, but I think it's the next one. You can actually see in the engine here, like the fan spinning around, which is quite interesting. Obviously on the inside, let's get rid of that just a second. Okay, we've got lots of buttons. It looks kind of nice, actually. Yep, it is what it is, unfortunately. It's a tractor at the end of the day. And looking at it, actually it looks like it's got a Canadian symbol on there. Looks like a maple leaf there. But yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. It's see this is the thing. It's kind of hard to show things off, in my opinion. Because obviously everybody has their own opinions on stuff. Some people probably don't even like this stuff. They're going to stay well away from it. It is what it is. But yeah, there we go. So there, obviously this one's got the twins on it. Same with the one next door. But this, like I said, these can have triples as well, which is quite nice. But yeah, you can just about see in the engine there the actual fan spinning around, which is quite nice. Obviously, being an older looking tractor, actually you can see it a little bit better there. Yep, it's a bit of a beast, really, in my opinion. Obviously, you got rather than buttons, it's more levers in here, which is quite cool. But yeah, you got a stereo there. It's very simple. You got your aircon at the front here, your little mirror. No separate second seat though, so if you want somebody to come in here, you're screwed. But yeah, this is definitely an old style tractor, that's for sure. Yes, but anyway, so obviously same here. Obviously this is just the Vadestad version. There we go. Yeah, same setup. In all honesty, I'm kind of surprised that Giants didn't just do a configuration in the shop to switch it between the Vadestad and the Ford version of these, rather than having the individuals that all showed. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Let's see. I'm only feeling like I'm falling in my room. Yeah, it's very hot actually. It really is very warm in the UK as well at the minute. It's kind of nice. Obviously, it's about 20 Celsius at the minute, and it's like 5:30 in the evening. It's gonna be crazy over the weekend, I hope. That is one of your favourite? Yeah. So you'll probably be getting this DLC then. It's definitely worth it. Maybe not for everybody, but I think if you got the Season 1 pass, why not at least try this stuff up, try this stuff out, at least, and make up the decision then. Okay, maybe a lot of people won't be using the tractors, for example, but the Seed Hawk there could be definitely used, the cultivator, the Fed for definite, and in my opinion is probably one of the things is probably going to be very popular in my opinion. So yeah. So obviously, anyway, getting back to this, so yeah, there is what it is. And at the end of the day, obviously, this is the beast one. Obviously, I did go for the triples on this one. See, this is the 1156, and once again, you can see the fan rotating in there. Actually, it almost reminds me of a Big Bud type thing. Okay, it's not quite the size of a Big Bud, but maybe one of the smaller ones. That's kind of how I get the feeling for this. But yeah, same thing again. Obviously, we've got the radio up here. Obviously, got the air conditioning and stuff. Door, speakers, and obviously levers and stuff. Hopefully, at some point, if they ever actually do an update, is obviously the interactive controls will allow like the wheels, the windows to be opened and such. But yeah, this is kind of nice one with the triple wheels. Very, very cool. I like it. But yeah, we'll get back to that one in just a minute because I'm probably going to be using one of these guys in a sec. So obviously there's the Vadestat version. Same as before. Obviously, look inside, it's exactly the same. I'm kind of wondering if they were bought out by each other or something. So there's that one. Interesting. I just noticed down here actually, got the, I guess it's one of the part of the gear sticks on it, but there's like no bottom to it, it just goes straight through the floor. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure if that's how it's meant to be in real life, but it is what it is. Also we've got the Big Roy. This is a bit of a beast. This is actually the 600 horsepower tractor. 0 configurations, but it's a bit of a beast. Looks kind of nice actually. Obviously inside wise we do have dual cabs on either side at the back, kind of an interesting setup. We do have some rotating fans there to keep you cool in those hot days. I'm not quite sure what this is. It could be a horn or something possibly. I have no idea. But then you've got loads of gauges and such, and most of them don't work. Obviously that middle one is working at the minute, and I'd imagine the fuel will go down as well. But obviously you've got your gas line, compressions and stuff. Obviously you can see all your gears moving and such. It's kind of cool. Lots of little visuals on the inside here. Actually, just out of interest, I can never remember what the horn is. Ah, is that what it is? The wiper motor. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see it now because it's coming right from there. Silly me. But yeah, actually not bad. Not bad at all for a tractor. Actually, just out of interest. But yeah, as you can see, it does pivot in that middle. So yeah, not bad. And then obviously the final tractor is this guy right here. Quite nice looking. Obviously sticking with the Vertisale. I can never pronounce it right. I'm doing terrible today, aren't I? But yeah, all the same colour as before. Obviously inside wise, kind of getting the same sort of feeling as a Case Quad Track or something like that. Sort of feeling in here. It's very spacious feeling. Obviously we do have the a second seat and cup holders. I don't remember seeing cup holders. Oh, hang on, that's what I've got to look at. Is there any cup holders in these other things? It looks like it's got maybe a cigarette ashtray there. I don't see a cup holder. Nope. Nope. It won't be on that one. Did they not add cup holders into the older tractors or something? That's terrible. Sorry, I'm just going to look at each of them now. Nope, I'm not seeing a cup holder in any of these yet. Apart from that last one. Oh, there we go. So we've got cup holders in this one, so that's good. Then what about that smaller boy there? Oh yeah, we've got a little cup holder there. So okay, at least 3 out of all those tractors has a cup holder anyway, so that's good-ish. There we go. But yeah, it actually looks kind of nice. I like it. Obviously, once again, it's very much like the quad track, where obviously you got your pivot, like a lot of this equipment right here. Ready. So, but yeah, obviously we've got the truck here. I've just went with the simple configurations on this with the day cab. Inside wise, actually sound wise, not bad. Like a truck at the end of the day. Inside it does look very nice. Actually, I did get the one with the sleeper on the back, and yeah, that's quite impressive room you get in there. But overall, everything looks fine. We've got a couple of cup holders at the bottom, so that's even better. Just suddenly realised that. But yeah, the main thing I wanted to really show is, oh, actually you can see out the window as well. Oh, nice. I might be upgrading or downgrading to this truck unit. But yeah, this trailer is what I really wanted to look at and show you guys. So if you haven't seen this one, so it's like a normal trailer, hooks on, you can unload, you can fill it up with whatever. However, with this, once it is full and you want to unload, this has a funky little trick. You can actually raise it right up if you really wanted to. Look at that. That is very cool. I like it. Obviously from there you can then unload it onto the ground, onto belts, whatever you want. So you could technically fill these up with different mining materials, for example, and just have it unloading onto a belt going into something. So why the heck not? That is very cool. I like that. Brazilian style. That's the sort of thing, yeah, it's kind of weird. It really is. Now, can I get this thing to open up? Oh, we do have a horn. Trying to remember. Nope. Hang on. For some weird reason, my N key. Oh, okay. So you can also use your J and N key to raise and lower that. Okay, that's weird. Open cover Z. There we go. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Okay, so you can. I was kind of wondering, does it have a bell then? Let's see something in a sec. So let's fill this thing up. Oops. Wheat. And we can force unload. There we go. And it looks. I was kind of wondering, does it have like a belt in there or something? On the bottom, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like there's a belt at the bottom that allows it to defy gravity, just like the witch from the Wizard of Oz. So that is very cool. So that could literally really get a huge pile going. So yeah, you can make a cup holder. Even my John Deere got one, I think. Yeah. That's something that whenever we buy a new car is we always look for a cup holder. Does it have cup holders? If not, we're going elsewhere. And the other one, yeah, that's true. I'd imagine if they were used nowadays, they'd probably have one that could be added in. How you doing, Wolf Design, by the way? How's it going? I miss PB County 16X. Yeah, not too bad. But yeah, that's pretty much most of it. In all honesty, it's quite a nice little pack. Like I said, I am going to be using some pieces of the equipment. But to be honest, the tractor-wise, I don't know. I might use a couple of them for a little while. But yeah, cultivator I'll probably never use. I don't think I've ever actually used a cultivator or disc harrow in Farming Simulator since I started back in 17 at any point. I would like to see maybe these two being used. Obviously we've got the planter here. And obviously that seed hawk. Actually that's what I wanted to have a little look at. Because I want to show you the different amounts for the tank there. Let's grab a tractor. But yeah, obviously there we go. So there's a Fendt as well while we're thinking about it. So we've got the 3 different configurations. So this one, which is the 40-meter work width, we'll do herbicide, liquid fertilizer. Let's put it there. Obviously, tank-wise, I've got here. This is the bigger one, which is 4,921. So that ain't too bad. Obviously, we've got this version, which only holds solid fertilizer, and then this version, which is solid fertilizer with the arms on the back. And obviously, that's as far as it'll unfold, which is a shame. I was hoping to be a little bit bigger, but it's not. But it is what it is, unfortunately. It really is. Obviously, you can open that up. We want a tractor, didn't we? Big tractor. We'll go with this guy, yeah. Because obviously I need to hook up to it, so let's see. Let's move the little one out of the way, and then we'll hook up. And then I've got something else to show you guys as well that I've been working on over the last couple of days. You can blame Gamer Paul actually for it, because it's all his fault. Alright, let's do that. But yeah, actually while we're here, so the planter, also see, like I said, will hold your liquid fertilizer and your seed. Let's fill this thing up. So 5,300 for a seed, and you can have 5,700 for your second product. Looks like it only does seed. Really? So there's the seed. Let's go into that second one a sec. Okay. Gotcha. So there you go. So seed wise, you can hold 5,300 litres. Liquid fertilizer, 5,700 litres. So not bad. Not bad at all. Brazil style, yes. But yeah, this is the big guy. It took me a little while to get this all connected, by the way. It was a good 5-10 minutes. Oh, kept back and forward, going back, going. Oh, I just could not line this thing up at all. Right, there we go. So obviously this is going to be your seeder. Obviously you got your seed hawk and the tank on the backs there. So let's select the tank. Oh, didn't want to do that. I want to do you. I'm going to fill this up with both products so you can see how much goes into it. So there's the seed, and also we want the second compartment. Obviously this is going to do seed. 19,115 litres of seed and 16,200 litres of solid fertilizer. Obviously you can, if you really wanted to, is hit the old N key, which will extend the pipe out. And then obviously the first tank is for your seed. Hit the N key again and that will take it to the second tank, which is obviously for your solid fertilizer. Hit the N key again and it just folds up and you're ready to rock and roll. This is quite a nice little thing, but I would recommend transporting it in folded position. And obviously this will do everything within the seed category, or seeder category. So come into here, go back to here. So for anybody who missed it, so the seed hawk here, which is what I've got connected, so wheat, barley, oats, canola, long grain rice, oilseed radish, grass, peas and spinach is going to be on this guy. On the planter, obviously that's going to be corn, your sorghum, sunflowers, soybean, sugar beets, corn and green beans. So yes, that's not too bad. Hey Alibango, how you doing? So yeah, I like it. I do quite like this, and obviously with having bigger fields now, because where I've been merging so many together, might be worthwhile giving this a try out on my save game. That's all I can say. Somebody's staring at me saying, "Oi, stop ignoring me." One sec, guys. Sorry about that, kids. I don't know. Kids and their laptops. But yes, quite a nice little thing this. Yeah, I'm probably definitely going to give it a try. At least a couple for an in-game year. See how it goes with those bigger fields. The other thing I'm going to definitely need is to sort out the solid fertilizer and seed. So yeah. Yes, Mr. Cope, yes. Indeed. Oh yeah, my daughter's trying to get some stuff off of her digital camera, and she was trying to hook it up to her laptop, and she didn't know how to do it. So yeah, overall, not bad. There is a lot of the stuff I've probably not really used myself, but if you've got the Season 1 pass, why not give it a try? You never know. You might enjoy it, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking at adding this guy right here, myself. Probably the planter, the seeder, into my save game. I'm going to give that trailer a try. Maybe up in the mining area, might be quite nice. And I might try out a couple of the tractors as well, just to see how they get on with proper field work. But that is pretty much it. And obviously, if you got the Season 1 pass, obviously it's free with that. In addition, it is available on the Giants website and through Steam for, what's it, $8.99 at the minute? $9.99, something like that, depending on where you are in the world. But yeah, why the heck not give it a try, eh? Why not? Don't think it works when you're looking at tractors, not... Okay. Yes. But anyway, so yeah, this is something else I've been gone off on the side tangent a little bit. I've been playing around with this little forage wagon. So this is actually kind of Gamer Paul's fault. I'm going to put it down to. So it took me a little while to figure things out, but I went through and added a few different configurations into it. So first and foremost, obviously, yeah, you got the cover still there. This obviously is the base game Fent one. Obviously, you've got your wheels as normal, but the work with, you can actually change it. It's now selectable in the shop. So you have your default work width. You can have a 10 meter, 20, 30, 40, and a 50 meter work width. Discharge, I had to keep these separate, unfortunately. So depending on what your capacity you go for, will depend on the discharge you'll need to add. So there is obviously the base game capacity, but then I've added in additional ones. So you got an Unreal 1, which goes up to 250,000 litres, an Unreal 2, which goes up to 500, an Unreal 3, which goes up to 1,000,000 litres. Now, with this this particular one, you can actually configure it to either take the whole lot with just one type of trailer, or you can limit it to just straw, just grass, just silage, or just hay. By doing that, if you're actually on a field and you're picking up, say, some hay, and there's a little bit of grass on the side of the field, it will not detect the grass and delete whatever's in your trailer. It makes life a little bit easier when you're picking things up, but it is a bit of a pain because obviously you have to go back into the shop to reconfigure it. It's up to you guys. If you wanted to use it, you're more than welcome to. I will post this on my Trello for anybody later on. But yeah, each configuration has the same capacity options as I mentioned before, but you got your hay version there. Obviously, with the straw, the hay, and the silage, and the bulk version, none of them have the option for the silage additive. The only one that will have is the grass. With the grass, you have an option with or without as well, so bear that one in mind. But yeah, we just click through. Also got your hay, run wheel 1, 2, 3. You got your silage, default 1, 2, 3 on realistic. Obviously your grass right here. Obviously this is going to be the same thing without the additive. But then you carry on clicking through. You got grass only with silage additive, and each additional capacity will also increase the amount of additive you can add in. So obviously this one right here is just the default amount. As you go up, you'll need to add like a pallet or two pallets or three pallets to fill it up to keep it going when you are out on the field. So yeah, very, very cool. Obviously, in addition, I did go through. I've added in a main color. I've added a frame color. So it's going to be the bit underneath there, which I think is kind of cool. And also the rim option as well. So yes. So that is that. And obviously I've actually, literally before I went live, I actually purchased this with the 50-meter work with. This is obviously just a straw. So if I actually came across here and obviously had been mowing this part of grass, it will not pick up any of that grass, but it will come through and just pick up the straw. It's kind of funky. I like this. Look at that. Wow. So if you needed something with a slightly wider pickup, that's simple-ish, why the heck not give it a go? Isn't that fun? And that is all selectable. So yeah, if you want to go with this just a smaller work width, you can literally just take it to the shop and make it a little bit smaller once you own it. So yeah, I like it. So yeah, I'll probably put this up on my Trello. The main reason I did this is obviously a certain somebody who was mentioned before was trying to pick up multiple lanes, and I think the one he was using just wasn't picking up the ones either side. So if I went with a slightly bigger work width like this, where it could be selectable, look at that. That is craziness. That really is crazy. Slightly wider, yes, Washington Farmer, indeed. But yeah, that's the 50-meter one. So yeah, 25 meters either side. The only thing is there is no visual to it, because that's something that's a little bit complicated to add. It's not complicated, it's just a pain in the behind to do. But yeah. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll throw that up on my Trello for anybody to try over the weekend. If there is any issues, let me know. But yeah, it's great fun. Loving it, loving it, loving it. But yeah, with that being said, obviously it's now been an hour. I need to get in and do some farming myself. So let's shut this down. Let's get over and do some farming. I'm actually into harvest time now on my save game. So let's quit that and let's get over there. Old trick for backing up. Put your hand at the bottom of the steering wheel and turn like normal, because it will turn to the opposite. Really? Okay. I will keep that in mind. Let's have a little look, see if anything's been released. While I think about it, let's get the fishing program back up. Chat. And the parachute game. There we go. And actually, while I remember, let's put that up as well. There we go. Okay, we've got Bob. Oh, actually, I seen a bobcat the other day in real life. It's kind of a cute little thing. It was on the back of a trailer, but yeah, kind of cute. For those John Deere fans, we've got the John Deere baler. Still waiting on my little mod to be coming out. That's kind of cool. A little car transport. I'm not sure how useful this is in this game, to be honest. Okay. Seems like it's quite a simple little thing. I've got a lot more in mind. Yeah, see, the things like this is what I'd probably look into using. Like, so that, for example, this pinnacle, I could see myself using that more in the mining area, possibly, or transporting mining material. This I'd, dang it, I was hoping it'd be a slightly longer trailer, but it's not, or tanker there, but it's not. What else we got? Nothing spectacular, to be honest. Nothing to update, so that's fine. So let's get in here. I do have it added. And okay, let's boogie. And actually, while it's loading up, I'll just make sure there's no red in there. But yes, actually, while it's loading up, let me go over to my Trello and such. Actually, what I'll do is where is it? Where Mediafire? I need to grab the link for that. 25 mods. Hey there, Mr. Matt. How you doing? This is going to be under my equipment stuff. And Fent type. Obviously, you will need my categorizer as well for this, by the way. So if you do want to use it and you're not you haven't got any other my mods, you will need to get that. Actually, did I have it in there? Just checking the mod description quickly. Are you aware of any errors with productions? I'm playing on multiplayer. Not as far as I'm aware. What issues are you having there, Matt? I know obviously the composter and the solid fruit maker currently are the only ones that have issues, but obviously that's now been fixed with update 12. But I do know that multiplayer does have a few problems. What you could try doing is deleting the buildable house or the constructible house that's on the central farm as you're on a multiplayer. That's the only thing that I'm aware of that causes any issues. Right, that's uploaded. Let me delete that copy a minute. Let me grab a store icon. No. For Trello. File. Oh, go away. Update. Save as. I'll put you onto the desktop. Save you as a PNG. Save that there. Yep. Actually, I'm gonna put this up on my Trello right now for you guys. And I'll put the link in chat for anybody who does want to try it. Just gotta find you. There you are. So, yeah, if anybody does want to try that trailer out yourselves, there is the link. Let me know how you get on with it. Let's go to Trello. Billy Alpaca. We're gonna add that. Vent. Oh, heck, caps lock's on. Vent. Loading. Wagon. I'll probably rename this later, but that'll do for now. Bam. Attachments. Image. Where the heck are you? Where'd it go? There. Insert that there. Attachments. I'll put a link there. So download here. Oop. Papa 55 can. Thank you very, very much for that 400 biddies. Much appreciated. But yeah, remember guys, there's still the lurk bait competition going. Whoever's got the highest amount will receive a Steam gift card by the end of today's stream. So whoever's up at the top of the leaderboard will get that. I'll add a full description in, but that is up on my Trello now as well for anybody who wants to give that a go. I'll add a description in later on, but it's under the FS25 work in progress stuff. Actually, no, I'm going to move it over to the equipment, and it's there, done. There we go, there we go. Right then. How do I get to that when I'm running the Giants version of the game? Oh, your log file. It'll be in the same place as anywhere, really. So, documents, my games, Farming Simulator 25, and then scroll down to the bottom of that folder, then you'll see log document. Sim game map. Oh, I guess my daughter got her stuff sorted out, so that worked, I guess. I've got one of these little adapter things, cards, but it's like a USB thing as well, where you put your like a SIM card into it. But that looks fine. I've seen a couple of warnings, but nothing related to the map. It's mostly giant stuff. Right then, so let's bring that up. Let's get up to the farm. I was actually doing some harvesting. Actually, we're into June. I think it's actually the title, but I can't remember. But yeah, June. So yeah, start of harvest. So I've got some barley being harvested at the minute, swathed already. Just going through, picking up the swath now. Whoa! And yes, I am dangerous on this thing. Ooh, somebody's got a treasure chest. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen it yet, so I have been going through adding in a few trees into this area, so it just fills it out a little bit more, which is kind of crazy. It really is filling out quite nicely. But yeah, in this week's update, we do have T Miller's model factory. If you haven't seen this yet, this is this guy right here. Obviously, this is the updated version where he has the fix on the trigger sorted out, so it's very cool. And obviously, if you haven't seen it, obviously this will produce plastic, as well as 7 ships that T. Miller actually served on when he was in the Navy. And obviously, it's a little bit blurry at the minute because obviously, I guess I'm streaming. It's something whenever I stream. This is weird because when I'm not streaming, this is completely clear. But yeah, obviously you got the USS Cochrane, the 5, the Hewitt, the McCluskey, the O'Brien, the Tijuana, and White Plains, which are the models that will come out of this. I don't. Oh, that's the point. I haven't got this spawning out to show the pallets. Let's have a little look. Should we spawn a few pallets, eh? To be honest, Game Report, some of the trees are back. The main one I wanted was the spruces, and they have already been added into the map, thanks to obviously the Silver Run map. Yeah, let's come into here. So there we go. Actually, I need to get some coal down here. Actually, I've got salt and cotton roll in here. I need to get going. But let's come into here. We're going to change the output. We're going to set all of these to spawn. Spawn, 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 spawn. I'm not going to worry about the plastic. I'm going to keep that in here for the minute. And hopefully, if we've got at least one pallet of each, it'll be helpful. So there is the, looks like the 5 is spawned out. So if you guys haven't seen this yet, so we have the USS 5, DD 9901. I wish my textures would hurry up and cache in. Either that or this pallet's a little blurred, I don't know. 5, 5, 5. Oh heck, there's a lot of 5s here. 5, 5, 5. Come on. How many 5s do I... Oh my goodness. Let's change that. 5, we're going to keep that. Actually, we're going to set this to distribute as well. As I'm going. 5, 5. Oh my goodness. Oh, there you go. So we've got a White Plains. The Tijuana. And obviously, if it was a little bit clearer, you would actually see the actual ships on the side, plus its logo, or its icon. So that's very cool. The McCluskey. Yep. Well, so far, no warnings, no errors, so it's very, very good. It's a fill type error, I'm guessing. A 255 fill type allowed error. you want to send me your log there, Matt? Because you shouldn't be getting any of that. And just to make sure you changed it from the limit breaker as well, didn't you? The last update, so it's now the PV 25 rather than the FS 25 one. But yes, very, very cool. But yeah, all of that can now go into the logistics center as well. But yeah, everything from JD's wood factory pack as well, that can go in as well now, so should help you guys out a little bit more. Yeehaw! Yeah, okay. 255 field type allowed error. Yeah, not sure. Yeah, send me your log and I'll have a little look if you want. Might be able to narrow it down. Now, is that error in white or is it in red, Matt, as well? That's the thing. Actually, if you're looking in a notepad, it wouldn't really show. If you go in the game, for example, I wonder. There could be a mod that's limiting that then, as well. Cause yeah, I got nothing. Yeah, send me your log in Discord and I'll have a look. Obviously I'm going to be away this weekend, so yeah, better make it quick. Right, you can go back. This is the field I'm on, so yeah. Yep, go for it. Send me it and I will have a quick look. How do you move it up in game? Page up and page down. So if you bring your log in, up, which is obviously the tilde key, page up will go up. Page down goes down. Oh, pickle! And then if you want to just jump straight to the bottom, just click the tilde key again. Oops, I didn't mean to hit one key. And then, yeah, just like hit the down button or whatever. Didn't mean to hit that. There we go. Yeah, page up, page down. Page all around. Up in the air, on the dark ground. Oh, that's from a kids program. Oops. Yeah, so let's think. Yeah, I think we've got about half an hour. And then what we'll do is we'll pull the leaderboard for Lurk Bait and we'll find out who is going to be the winner. I've got a feeling who it is already. But you never know. So yeah, I've already gone through with the MacDon and got this lot swathed up. I've got, I think there's about 2 or 3 other fields to do. Yep, I see it. What the heck is that image? There we go. Unless your keys have changed somehow, Gamer Paul. But yeah, for me it's page up and page down. So PG up and PG down. Obviously, make sure that it is. Well, actually, can you do it on both? Yeah, make sure that you don't have the little star showing. This asterisk, what you want to call it. Make sure that's not shown. Just do the tilde key once, and then you should be able to do up and down. See, it's, for me on my keyboard it's next to the home and the end key, so you got page up and page down. That may be different for you. But yeah, not the. Yeah, don't use the numpad ones. Well, see, for me I've got numpad 9, which is page up, and numpad 3 for page down. Use the other ones, and it should work. Right, you're done. Right, let's get you set up again. There. So yeah, I've just been using auto drive for unloading. So there. The only problem is he keeps getting in my freaking way and it's doing my head in. Moron. He is a complete moron. Let me get this set back up. Oops, I'm way off there. Uh, 180. Should be fine. Tab. Yep, that's fine. Right, I need to increase the work width. Yeah, I think I had it set to 3. Is it that one? Yeah. And then it's wrong way, 12.2 work width. And that should be good to go. Up and down on its own. Let's bring that across a fraction. Whoa. I hate setting this back up after restart. Just turn that off a sec, make sure that it's lined up properly. Right, you should be right there. Why in the heck are you going off that way? I don't know. There. Bring you across. And I'm hoping... Yep, that's that side. There we go. Let's try that now. With any luck... Oh, that's the point. I need that to be outside of the field, not before. So, after the field, 3 meters. There we go. I'm going to leave that up just for the minute, make sure that it works. So we're... it just goes up and down. Obviously, if you're using like the arrow key, maybe your key bindings are changed. Obviously, for me, the arrow keys up and down basically do that. That could be it, or you've got something else going on. Check your key bindings as well. But yeah, by default, as far as I'm aware, it should be page up and page down. I don't know if any other keys would do it. I'm just going to click through all of them. No, better not click all through all of them. I might screw things up. But yeah. But yes, I'm sure you'll figure that out, hopefully. So, out of interest, for those who have looked at the DLC now, crew log, really? Who's actually going to be using some of the DLC stuff from today? Obviously, I know a lot of you guys won't be getting it till Tuesday, but yeah. Let's have a look at it, see what Mr. Matt is doing. Let's get rid of that. Closing some of this stuff down. Find error. Field type manager. Add field type. Too many field types. Only 255 field types are supported. Are you trying to add any more products into the map, Matt? Let's see, chipboard resin. Also make sure that each of the mods, or all of the mods, are active as well. 255. Yeah, because this is actually showing. Now I'll put this on screen for you guys as well. Desktop, there we go. So looking at this, so here's basically probably what Mr. Matt is on about. He's getting this one here. But if you come down to things like here, for example, the rosemary, sage, water pumpkin and stuff like that, watermelon, pumpkin, these are from the greenhouses, which basically is saying to me it's either the mod isn't active, either the mod itself has had a bad download, possibly, or there's another mod in there that's conflicting. But yeah, you got the greenhouses there, for example. The pallet factory, the rocks, the chipboard, resin. So that's the sawmills. Da, 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 da. We've got the coffee factory, my one obviously, which is in the pack. The orchards. I've only started playing. As far as I can tell, they haven't added any more type or fill types. Okay. Let's have a little look. See. Hmm. Just to check the additional field info mod, make sure that one is updated because I do know with this last update, it broke, and obviously the mod was updated. Crusher, Dagel Crew Gate. I don't know. Deco. Digital display. I wish this is for them. I wish they'd sort out this. Whenever you, I don't know if you guys have deleted one of these digital displays yet. Every time I delete one, the friggin' thing throws so many errors. It's ridiculous. I'm actually now considering just getting rid of it, the mod itself. Yeah. See, you got a flour mill modernized. Uh, See, what I would probably do is go through, remove any additional mods, just go with the mod pack to start off with, and then start adding in other productions from there. Um, yeah, I'm not seeing anything at the minute that would conflict with anything, to be honest. Power tools, real, real dirt color, really? The subsidy mod, you cheating so-and-sos. I think that is the biggest cheaty mod that's out there. I don't know. I have heard as well that this unlimited color configuration mod has caused a lot of people issues. Especially today with the new DLC. Go figure. Uh, where's the limit breaker mod? Yeah. I would double check and make sure that you got the PV limit breaker. So it should be PV25 limit breaker. That is not there. So yeah, give that a try. See how you get on. That should, in theory, fix it all. But yeah, look at that. The ketchup, every friggin' production. Oh, that is terrible. Also, another thing as well. This what is this? The FS25 Lizard Agri Flex SPB baler thing has clover, dry clover, and all that. This is not on the map, so as you can see, that has thrown a whole crap ton of warnings. I don't know. Is this yours or is this Dajel Cruz by any chance? Oh, let's see. Yeah, looking at this, I'd say it's Mr. Dagel Cruz. I don't know. What's he like? Okay. Bad boy. I don't know. But yeah, make sure that he's got the PV25 limit breaker mod and get him to reload and see how he gets on from there. I would imagine most of these warnings and errors will disappear as soon as he's done that. Bless him. Bless him. Oh. Yes, that's probably all it is he's missing the limit breaker mod. Also mentioned to him that there is an update as well, Matt. Update 12, it just fixes a couple of little things, so yeah. Oh, that's going to be a big lump. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. There we go, there we go, there we go. How are we doing for time? We're doing alright. Actually, I wonder... I was actually having a look. I was thinking, why am I not getting anything here? So it actually turns out is this only records if you're actually harvesting the field yourself. So if I actually had a proper grain header on here, or if I don't know, maybe using the next app for example, this up here would start being active. But right now I'm only getting that last little 60.8 hectares. I don't know. Oh, actually, I could be really cheeky, couldn't I? Why didn't I think about that before? I could have used the new Fed trailer on this with this harvester. Dag nang it. And Papa 55 can! Thank you very much for the 400 biddies. Much appreciated. Now, see where now was a little bit sidetracked with the... Oh, white shark. A whale shark. Oh, nice. I have no idea if I missed anybody out there, so I do apologise. I'm sure I see Mr. Ali Bango out there, so... Let's go through my little stream deck and let's do some shout outs while we're here. So we've got Mr. Farmer Marks right there. Who do I know that actually streams? I have no idea. Mr. Cope, PJ, pretty sure I've seen Mr. Ali Bango play, maybe not. I thought I'd seen him play in something like FS20, FF15 something. Yes, I think that's all. Okay. Well, yeah, if you guys are not following those guys, make sure to click on their links, give them a follow. There we go. Get that lifted up. But yeah, I'll show it in just a minute once I've got turned around. But yeah, yesterday I was pretty much focused on spreading lime around my fields. To the point, I think I've got now every field up around the starter farm done. Hey, Green Thumb Farmer, have a shout out, buddy. And if you guys are not following Green Thumb Farmer, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. Obviously, I'm sure he'll be live this weekend. So yeah, as you can see, most apart from field 11, which is some oilseed radish, all the rest of my fields are now limed up here. But yeah, all I literally did is I did these fields together. Then all of these fields I literally just went up and down, up and down, up and down at about 25 kilometers an hour. But it's kind of funny how you get the little the streaks in it now. Completely different to how it was in 22. But yeah, actually, just out of interest, what is the yield like on this thing? So, looking at this, we're aiming between 90% on that yellow and 120. So, okay. So 90 to that to 120. So that's quite a good range overall. So hopefully, I wonder if that sort of balances that out. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's have a look. So score wise, so I've gone from I think it was about 57. I think it was around about the same as these, up to 77. This is obviously from the first year, which isn't bad. Obviously, the nice thing is it did record obviously the nitrogen and the pH that was added into this. The only thing I did miss is obviously the weed and the tillage. So obviously next year, obviously we'll be going into using fertilizer and herbicide more, or the herbicide I should say, more. Um, yeah, and obviously when I direct seed, I should then get the tillage as well. So hopefully next year, when it comes to harvesting this, they should all be up there. All right, Ben. Catch you later, buddy. Oh, we are full. But yeah, the weed is going to be the fun bit. Definitely going to need to make sure I've got plenty of herbicide being used. Either that or getting early with the mechanical weeder. Dude, really? Really, dude? Really? You stopped right there just to unload. Mind you saying that is 85%, really? Hello. Okay. My wife's getting everything ready for tomorrow, bless her cotton socks. Yes. Actually, it's my dad's birthday today as well. So yeah, that hence why we're heading up north tomorrow. Got to be up really, really early in the morning for that, unfortunately. But yeah, got about a 5.5 hour drive from where we are to his. Ah. Aiming to be there probably a little bit after lunchtime, probably. Alrighty, I am going to have to get this guy moved in a minute, probably. But actually, that's one that I think now that I've got my fields mostly at the size of where they're going to be for probably ever. I need to go through my auto drive and make sure that that is set up correctly for each of the fields. For drop off and pick up area when using the auger wagons. There we go. I had a feeling I was way off. It's always a little bit harder to judge with this thing. There we go. Yes. 1, 2, 3 loads that should do then. Okay. Actually, got an idea. While we're here, come into here, come into here. Now, do these direct drill? Ooh, these machines are used to seed crops like wheat, barley, oat, canola. Additionally, this seeder offers the possibility to seed directly. No previous cultivation or plowing is necessary. So that is good. Okay, so yeah, I think what I'm going to do is for this in-game year, which is coming up now, I'm going to use this for the majority, well, some of the planting anyway, the seeding, because obviously then I can get my grains in with this, and obviously I don't have to worry about ploughing, which is great, or cultivating. And does that say so? Disc harrows are used for shallow cultivation of fields. See, because I want to use this as well. At least try it out. Obviously, it doesn't do the direct seeding, so I'm kind of thinking what I might do is invest in this disc harrow cultivator. Do the fields with this first, and then use that for just the ones for like planter stuff. It might just work. Because obviously with precision farming I don't really want to have to do the ploughing if I don't have to. Yes. Yes. See, this is one of the things, it's a little bit more complicated. Actually, out of interest, actually let me get to the, back to this so this guy can get unloaded. I want to have a little look at the other planters to see what there is in there that direct seed. Obviously, I could still use, obviously, the one that I'm using at the minute, the horse that I've edited. But I think it'd be nice just to maybe take a step back, use some more of the base game stuff. If not, I might have to look on the in-game mod hub for some mods, I don't know. Have the separates again. I've still not found a Benny Hill tune yet. There we go. So he should be here in just a sec. So let's have a little look. So, bup. So cedar would be okay. Planter is what I'm after, really. Preferably wider, the better. So I've got the Kenzie. I don't really want to use that, in all honesty. I used it a lot in the past. See, that doesn't direct. That's not a direct. Nope. Nope. Dang. Oh, that one's a direct drill. Okay. But it's tiny. It's only a 4 meter thing. Yes. No. I might have to stick with my horse, the edited one I've done here. For the other crops, I don't know. We'll have to see. But I definitely want to give it a try anyway. Yeah. Hello, where are you going? Come back. Come back, dude. Don't you leave me. Hola. There we go. Can do the job. Hello, open up. What the point? Why is my combine moving? Does anybody else get that? If you're not, obviously using a wheel or whatever, or your pedals, you're completely free from it and it still keeps moving. That is friggin' weird. Come back, dude. Come back. I need a... What's the handbrake? Is it that one? Is it the... That's what I need, is a handbrake. Is it a comma key, isn't it, or something? There you go. Stop, 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 stop. There we go. That was so strange. I don't know what's going on there. Ooh, Farmer Marx has ended up in the pool. Nice! 35.63. Has anybody else hit the pool today, by the way? Out of interest. There we go. Oh, really? Come on, mate. Get the licking heck out of the way. Can't you wait for 15 minutes? What is... Hello? You silly personage. Oh my goodness. Fine, I'll do it myself. You trust in auto drive and it buggers up. There we go. Oh, I don't know. It's gonna be one of those days, I swear. Because the game knows I've got other things I have to do as soon as I get off. It just wants to completely bugger my day up, don't you? I don't know. Oh, but one thing I did do, I need to do a quick test while I'm live. So I did set, obviously, you know, the other day I mentioned about possibly also doing it over onto streaming onto Kick as well. I did go through earlier today and add it in, but I do need to do a little test to see if this is going to work or not. I have no idea. We've got you open. Let's do a quick test. Let's start there. Let's see if this is going to kick in. I don't know how well this is going to work. Failed to connect to server. Okay. Settings. That's that. That one's that. Oh, hex bells. Nope, nope, nope. There. Okay, let's try that. Modify you. Let's take that authentication off. So UAL URL should be that one. That's probably what it is. There. Stream key there. Wow, that is a really long one. Okay. Start. Let's try that one more time. See if this works or not. I don't know. Let's go back a sec, back a sec, back a sec. Stream. Yeah, the minute it's trying to connect to Kick as well. No, just keeps saying error failed. Dang it. I'm missing something. What am I missing? Da, 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 da. I have to have looks later on. I'm not going to mess too much with it at the minute. Copy there. I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. I need to disable that one. Or use it for something else. Oh yes, here we go. 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 Thank you. Studio? Nope. Channel. Sends. Profile. Where the heck are you? Try that one there. Right. Okay. So let's copy that. Because that does not look right. Nope. Didn't think so. For some weird reason, it pasted my URL instead of the code. Let's try that. There we go. Okay. Start. I have no idea if this is going to work, but we'll find out. But yeah, if I can get Kick to connect as well, I can then stream to 3 platforms and show off obviously Mr. Dajnet's maps and stuff. So that'd be kind of cool. But nope, it's failed to connect again. I'll have to look into that. Something's funky. Something is definitely funky going on there. Right. Yeah, no. Ooh, stop. There. Yes, I do like this Hallmaster. It's pretty decent, holds a fair bit, so I'm going to carry on using that. Did I miss something then? That is... Oh, I see why. Oh, really? Have you ever done something and then looked at it and thought, hang on a minute, that does not look right? I literally just went in and looked at the URL for the what you call it, for streaming 2, and yeah, I just literally copied and pasted the MediaFire link for the Fent Tygo trailer I did earlier. Oh, duh. Right, let's try this. The only problem is you have to constantly log in. Okay, there we go. So let's copy that. Make sure that is correct, which it is. There we go. Let's start this one more time just as a test. If it will go, it will go. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And it looks like we are potentially live over on Kick. Yep, there we go. Holy cripes, got you. Yep. I'm going to mute that though. Holy smokes! I did it! So I am literally live right now on YouTube, on Kick, and on Twitch. Holy cripes! Oh. Yeah. So if you got Kick as well, guys, just check out Billy Alpaca 78 over there as well. Same as everywhere else. But yeah, I'll have to get a link and something sorted out for next week. But I'm glad that works. We can maybe see if we can put a few more people into Mr. Dajnet's maps then. That'd be kind of cool. Well, actually, while we're going here, obviously, right, I'm going to shut down the lurk bait point now. So let's have a little look. Who is the leader? Mr. Farmer Marks, 33,200. With 10,000 less, you got Mr. Dead Soul. So, very well done, Mr. Farmer Marks. There we go. I am going to reset this over the weekend. So, as of Monday, it'll be a new leaderboard. So this will be starting all over again. There we go. So let me do that. And before I forget, let me come over here. And I'll get your little gift sorted out, sir. Do, 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 do. There. Oh, I don't know why you're opening up, but we want this. Hopefully I can do this. If not, I will have to send it. Yep, that should be fine. Send. Okay, it's going to have to be a little bit more than I originally thought. Oh, hang on. There. Whoa, excuse me. This is another thing as well. I don't know, ever since the last update, is when you go to lock in on this, for some weird reason, it keeps going off center for me. Let's see. Come here, you. There we are. Lock off. Go. Thank you. Straight. Be nice. Okay, yeah, I'll sort that out after. See, we've got to log in and everything for March. But yeah, congratulations, buddy. Cool. Can you just wait till I've finished, my dear? It's like 5 minutes. We've got all night, dear. Why are they ringing for? Bless them. But yeah, you're very, very welcome. But yeah, obviously next month I'll probably do the same thing again. And yeah, who knows? Somebody else might get a chance to win. Actually, can I get you to log in now? Oh, yes, I wonder. There. There. I should have done this earlier, shouldn't I, really? Sign in with account name. What the heck's my account name? I have no idea. Oh, it's probably that one. And password. I really need to get it off of my phone. That's for sure. If I ever lose my phone, I will be so annoyed. Let's put it that way. Right. Yes, that is me. Oh man. Oh. See, this is what a good day I'm having as well. I'm missing all the straw in these last 2 rows. Oh my goodness. Right then. Okay, I've got it up. Right, there we go. There we go. So, Farmer Marks, Farmer Marks, Farmer Marks. Where are you? Mr. Farmer Marks, what's your Steam name? So I send it to the right person. I think I know which it is. It Marks Leo Gordon 29? Is that the one? I'm pretty sure it's that's the right one. See why people can't have the same name as they do in the stream. Oh, God. Hey, you out there, Mr. Farmer Mark? Still. Hello, hello, hello. See, I've got it the other way around where it's Marks Leo Gordon, 29. And it's got a green truck on it. Yeah, okay. Cool. Right, let's do this quickly before I get sidetracked. So there, recipient name. Hopefully. Oh, really? Does anybody know my PayPal login? Oh man, why can't they make these things simple? Jeez. Da, 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 da. No, I don't want to log in with that. I want to log in using password. Nope. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say that out loud. Let's come here a second. Copy that there. See, why are you... Oh, no, not that. Why are you not blinking copying? Show. Yes, thank you. Copy. Paste. Thank you. God, things are never simple, are they? Hey, Team Lib, by the way. How you doing? Oh, there we go, there we go. Agree, purchase. There you go. So hopefully that should show for you there, Mr. Farmer Marks. Oh. I'm going to take a screen print of that just to make sure as well. But yeah, well done, buddy. Well done. Expand the canvas. I'm going to save that just in case there's any issues. Picture. Save that there. Yes. And while I'm over here, let's accept these friend requests. Accept. Accept. There we go. But that's cool. Okay. There we go. Right, so I'm going to do this last little strip right here. Let's get this finished off. And then we're out of here. Had a couple of tornadoes roaming around in here in real life. Destroyed a few farms. And about 5 square miles of farmland. Oh, blimey, last night. Dang. Well, make sure that you stay safe, sir. That's all I can say. You stay safe. There we go. Get at least a little bit of the roll there. And there we are. So yeah, got a little bit of farm work done at least today. But we're going to leave it right there for now. See, unfortunately, I do have to get off of here, and I do need to get packed, ready for tomorrow. So I'm going to shut the stream down. So, oh, what's on there? So let's get over to the ending screen and say a big, huge thanks to everybody for tuning in today. Much appreciated. Hopefully, you kind of got some idea of what is going to be coming with the Plains and Prairies update. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be showing it off a little bit more, but obviously with my little test for Kick, I'm going to turn that off now. So let's say goodbye to you guys over on Kick. There we go, that's closed off. And for those guys who tuned in on YouTube, thank you very much. Obviously, I will be back on Monday, same time, same place as usual. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well, for those who were lurking over there. But until Monday, I will see you then.